So I land in New York. I'm coming back from Ireland.
Yes.
So I had been drinking a lot of whiskey in Ireland. I land, and it's the World Cup. And you drink a lot of whiskey during the World Cup, it seems.
Is that one of the traditions of the World Cup?
Yeah, it makes it all fun. So I'm sitting at a bar, and I'm drinking a whole lot of whiskey. And I'm watching this World Cup. It's South Korea versus Lithuania or something. And I really care at this point. I mean, I'm drunk enough to really care. And I go outside to have a cigarette, and there's this homeless man out there. And I start talking to him. We start getting into a conversation. And then a woman runs up and starts taking pictures of me with her cell phone, and it trips him out. He starts running down the road after like 30 minutes of conversation. So I start running after him. And I'm trying to calm this homeless man down in the middle of Times Square. I chase him for a while, and he's gone. So I turn around and start walking back to the bar, and I see this dude who comes up, and I don't know this guy. He says, "Hey, Shia, hey, man, I'm a big fan." I said, "Thank you." You know, he says, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?" And I was like, "Well, I'm looking to turn it up a bit, you know? I'm trying to have a good night here. I just got in New York, you know? I'm trying to have a good time. I'm really done with this Lithuanian thing. What's going on?" And he says, "Well, why don't you come to my show? You know, I'm a dancer in this cabaret show." And I said, "Cabaret? Yeah, cabaret. Cabaret is exactly what I'm gonna do, cabaret." So I get into the theater, and there was all these women in burlesque, and I'm like, oh, well, this really is some kind of party or something. I'm walking to my seat, and on the way to the seat, I see that there's this bar over here, and I go, oh, yeah, sure, I'll have another drink, because I need one. So I get another double whiskey, and I sit at my seat, and there's these two beautiful 50-year-old women. I say, oh, yeah, well, tonight's the night, ladies. What's it gonna be? What do you want to drink? And they look at me like, don't talk to me. So I take it as a sign that they want exactly what I'm drinking. So I turn around, I go back to the bar, and I get two more double whiskeys. I walk back to my seat with these drinks, and I put the drinks down, and they don't want nothing to do with it. And I say, well, all right, well, you're not gonna have them, so I'll have them. And now I'm drinking these drinks, and the show starts. Out comes Alan Tudyk, or Alan Cumming.
Alan Cumming,
Alan Cumming. It could have been Alan Iverson at this point. I mean, Alan Iverson's there, and I'm into it. You know, I never knew Alan Iverson was into Broadway. He's smoking a cigarette, so I go, oh, he's got kind of party. Perfect. I want to have a cigarette, too. So I pull the cigarette out, I'm smoking a cigarette, and these women, they want nothing to do with me. Nobody wants nothing to do with me, but I don't see them. I'm just seeing Alan Iverson in leather pants. Alan Cummings walks past me, and all I'm thinking about is the leather pants and him winking at me. And he walks past me, and I give him a slap on the ass because I think he deserves it. You know, and I don't just slap, but I slapped and grabbed him. And so he finds a way to wiggle out of my Hercules grip, and I'm a little disappointed about it. So I think it's time to have another cigarette. So I start having a cigarette, and a security guard comes up and says, "Can you put the cigarette out?" No problem. Get to intermission, and a person tells me there's another party outside. And I'm thinking, oh, well, okay. And I see 6 cops having their own party. And anyways, they wind up taking me to the station. I get to the station, and I quickly realize I'm not made for this setup. Dude says, oh, Whitey's here. It's time for snitching. And so I turn into Tupac. Now I'm ripping my shirt off, and I'm doing push-ups like, you know, don't mess with me, dog. I'm crazy. And the guy's like, what are you in here for? And I'm like, cabaret. Cabaret, homie. Yeah, and that's the story.